Imagine being at the height of fame and then it comes crashing down. The 80s were a time of excess, and one person whom we saw quite a lot of was Bronson Pinchot. He was a star, but seemed to be only of his time. There are some stars who managed to step out of the decade and continue to have a successful career after the 80s, but this wasn't the case for Bronson. Facts First presents he was a star in the 80s, but then Bronson Pinchot lost all his money. Bronson Pinchot's life. Bronson is an American actor best known for his versatile roles in both film and television. Bronson Pinchot was born May 20th, 1959 in New York City. His childhood was marked by diversity and cultural richness. He was born to Rosina and Henry Pinchot, both of whom hailed from immigrant backgrounds. His mother was of Italian descent, while his father had Russian and French roots. Growing up in a multicultural household exposed Bronson to a wealth of different traditions, languages, and cuisines. This early exposure later proved instrumental in his ability to portray a wide range of characters on screen. His mother was a typist and housekeeper, while his father worked as a bookbinder. Bronson's educational journey was also a significant part of his formative years. He attended Yale University, where he pursued a degree in theater arts and developed a deep passion for acting. It was during his time at Yale that he honed his craft, participating in various theater productions and gaining valuable experience as an actor. He was such a talented actor at Yale, he graduated with honors. This period of life played a pivotal role in preparing him for the challenges ahead. His upbringing in New York City also played a crucial role. The city's vibrant cultural scene exposed him to a wide array of artistic expressions, from theater and music to visual arts. Bronson's early life was marked by his strong family values. His parents instilled in him the importance of hard work, determination, and the pursuit of one's passions. Bronson Pinchot's career. Bronson Pinchot has had a diverse and accomplished career in both film and television, with several standout performances that have left a lasting impact on audiences. It's challenging to single out his best work, but there are a few roles that have earned him critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. One of his most iconic and beloved roles was as Balki Bartokomous in the hit television series Perfect Strangers, airing from 1986 to 93. This was the breakthrough that catapulted him to stardom. Balki, a naive and good-natured immigrant from the fictional Mediterranean island of Mypos, moved in with his distant cousin Larry Appleton, played by Mark Lynn Baker, in Chicago. His comedic timing and ability to convey Balki's unique worldview made him a household name and garnered him 2 Emmy nominations. Perfect Strangers remains a beloved classic, thanks in large part to Pinchot's unforgettable performance. Despite the success of the show and his film career, he still often felt sad and depressed, and it seemed this would lead to his eventual downfall after the 80s. In the realm of film, Bronson Pinchot's standout role came in the 1984 hit comedy Beverly Hills Cop. He played Serge, an eccentric art gallery employee with a penchant for high fashion and a distinctive accent. Pinchot's brief but memorable appearance in the film stole the show, providing comic relief and unforgettable one-liners. His hilarious interaction with Eddie Murphy's character, Axel Foley, became an iconic moment in the film, and it showcased Pinchot's comedic prowess. Another notable film role for Pinchot was in the 1986 romantic comedy The First Wives Club. Though he had a supporting role, his portrayal of Duarto Feliz, a flamboyant and effervescent interior decorator, added a delightful comedic touch to the film. His scenes alongside Goldie Hawn's character, Elise Elliott, were particularly memorable and showcased his ability to steal scenes with his unique charm and wit. Aside from these standout roles, Bronson Pinchot has made numerous other contributions to film and television. He's displayed his versatility as an actor by taking on a wide range of characters, from the quirky and comedic to the dramatic and heartfelt. While he may not have garnered as much attention for his dramatic work, Pinchot's ability to connect with audiences through his performances has remained consistent. In the late 90s, Pinchot found a new passion: property restoration. He began buying and restoring properties in Hartford, Pennsylvania. His love for design and renovation led to a home makeover reality show called The Bronson Pinchot Project for the DIY channel. It followed his journey as he refurbished 19th century homes using salvaged materials. Despite its popularity, the show was canceled due to a change in management. Unfortunately, despite his passion for renovation, he made a few bad financial decisions when it came to buying property, and this caused him to file for bankruptcy. He lost all his money. Unfortunately, Pinchot's passion project led to financial troubles. He faced debts, unpaid bills, and even lawsuits in Susquehanna County. Creditors had trouble locating Pinchot to serve him summons and citations about legal actions to collect those debts. Despite these challenges, he remained committed to saving his restored historic homes, vowing not to give up on his passion. Despite the hurdles, Pinchot remains active in the entertainment industry. He recently lost 60 pounds during the initial lockdowns, and this has given him a sense of rejuvenation and has attracted the eyes of many casting directors. His main focus now is storytelling and guiding people's emotions, viewing Hollywood as merely a stepping stone to this end. His work also includes voicing over 100 audiobooks, for which he's won several accolades for his gifted reading. In fact, he was once named Audible's Narrator of the Year. He clearly isn't a star like he once was, but nevertheless, he's still working and aiming to create as much as he can. Despite the fact that many of us have forgotten him, he's still keeping busy. While he's not as much of a star as he once was, and his financial woes have caused him stress, he hasn't exactly slowed down. As a result, a mention should be made of his entertainment career achievements since the 80s. The 90s were mostly a period of consistent but slow work. He would appear in an episode here and there of a popular TV show, but it didn't do much to further his career. He also acted in films like It's My Party and Courage Under Fire, which also didn't do much to further his career. It was in the 2000s when he found his niche of voice acting, which we now know him to be a champion at. He voiced many characters in a variety of animated series, ranging from Real Monsters to Cow and Chicken. He also began appearing on TV again and hit shows like Law and Order, though he only appeared in a few episodes here and there. He was eager to be a professional actor, even if it meant he wouldn't be a star again. In the late 2000s and 2010s, he's been in a few low-budget films that haven't really gone anywhere. But The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina seems to have changed things around, and he's now in demand again and expanding his talents. He played the voice of Bash in the 2023 podcast series A Voice in Violet, and he has an upcoming role in a mini-series called The Residents. But perhaps even more exciting is his upcoming film project. Bronson Pinchot is going to appear in a new film called Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley. That's right, there's a new installment to the famous series coming soon. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Bronson Pinchot? And what's your favorite episode of Perfect Strangers? Let us know in the comment section below.